At the end of September, we headed to Hoddom Castle in southwest Scotland for our third CV owners meet and to celebrate George's 70th birthday. While we were there, we visited Gretna Green and the old blacksmith shop where people run off to get married when they're 16 on the border between England and Scotland. We also had some fantastic entertainment from the Tinstones, accompanied by Jim on the accordion, along with other great stuff. Another fantastic CV owners meet. Let's get cracking.
LeisureBit is the way to go with David, Rachel and Roxy. Let's hit the road and explore.
We'd headed up the M6 and then continued on the M74 and then took the B7076 in the direction of Ecclefechan. You take the first exit on the roundabout, again heading in the direction of Ecclefechan, and then the first exit on the next roundabout. And then took a right-hand turn in the direction of Hoddam. And then you head down the road for a few miles and eventually you come to the bridge, cross the bridge, do a right-hand turn into Hoddom Castle. There is a one-way system around Hoddom Castle, so whichever way you've come from, you do need to come in through the archway entrance and then head down the track onto the caravan park. On arrival, you can park in the car park and then go and check in at reception. After you've checked in, you head down this road and then you take a left, which says "To all sight." Depends where you branch off here. We're going to head off to the left as we're on pitch 68, so we'll head down this way. There's going to be a big crop of conkers this year if they all haven't fallen off due to the recent high winds. Waste and recycling area. The first time we visited, we stayed in one of the pods, and I'll show you that on the way around. And the second time we visited was in our van last year, and this is our third visit. We're on pitch 68 this time. Let's go and take a wander around. Rachel's busy in there, up to something. If you'd like electric, you can get a key card from reception and then connect your van up. It's on a pay-as-you-use basis, and you top the card up at reception and you can discharge any unused credit and get a refund on it before you leave. So we've got the castle behind us there and the coach house, which does food on an evening, which is fantastic, and also drinks. You've got reception just over there. There's also Katie's cows. 2 years ago we stayed in this pod number 1. And as the van hadn't arrived, there's a number of other pods as well. Let's see. One strawberry milkshake from Katie's Goose. You can either get a bottle or you can get one of the cups. I got a bottle last time, so I've gone for one of the cups this time. Love the little holders, absolutely cracking. We've got the reception and shop, and we've got the men's loos and showers, ladies' loos, and accessible just round the corner there. It's this way round here, to the chemical disposal point. There's also waste and recycling, and a motorhome waste point, and there's also drinking water. Hopefully that helps if you need to empty or fill up. There's some great walks and cycling around Hoddom Castle, well worth checking out if you're there, and a very handy dog walk too. So you can get out of the gate here and then go down the road. Castle in the background. We'll take a look at the site from above.
first bands are arriving at Hoddam. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far, with a load more to come. Exciting!
We were meeting other members of the Eldis and Compass CV Owners Facebook group and also celebrating George's 70th birthday. The courtyard and the bar and the restaurant were open again this year. They were also cooking pizzas outside. It was fantastic to have Neil and Bri from the Tinstones, joined by Jim.
Good morning. It's Saturday morning. We had a really great night last night with the CV gang. Neil and Brian from the Tinstones playing were absolutely amazing. They were epic. Roxy and I are up and about quite early this morning. I'm absolutely loaded with cold, but that's fine. We're just out on our morning dog walk. Roxy's really enjoying the walk. She's always pottering, bless her.
You can feel the season's changing now. It's Saturday morning and it is quite chilly out, and even a little bit of dew on the ground. Soon be seeing the frost there. Nice peaceful night's sleep. Just see the castle in the background there. Just having a wander about, grabbing another milkshake. And then we're going to head off to Gretna. So we're off to the old Blacksmiths, which is just over the border into Scotland from England, and it's where people used to run off to get married when they were 16. Because in Scotland it was legal to get married when you were 16. Let's hit the road and head down to Gretna Green and the blacksmith shop. We'll pick you up when we get there. So we're at Gretna, at the old blacksmith shop. First job on the list to do is to place our lock. And scan there. At all these locks. Wow. Always comes the question, do you want to be north, south, east or west facing? What do you think, Rachel?
Should we be on the love?
I think that's a bit full. Here's our lock. There it is.
Oh, David and Rachel, June 2006, which is when we got married.
Down here, around here somewhere.
Here? There we go.
Wonder how full this will be in a couple of years' time. Good idea to put the extra spacing in there. It's lovely to see all of these.
I wonder how many are still married.
And that marks 17 years for us. Well, over 17 years. Not bad going, eh?
I'm a brave lady.
Not as brave as me. Anyway, let's go and have a look around. That thistle. Bit of a prickly one, that one. This memorial's to the Quintinshill rail disaster in 1915. Be interesting to see what's in here. Personally, I'm hoping for a full English. Children's play area there. Gretna Green since 1754. The food hall here. More into the food hall there. We serve breakfast. That's me in. Let's go and see. This looks nice. Here we are, about to tuck into breakfast at the Blacksmiths. There you go. Take a look at that. Rachel's already tucking in, look. A little bit of a view of the seating area there. The blacksmith shop. Tills and things over there. Cracking breakfast there. Who'd have thought it? I thought this would have been a quaint little place. Do you know what? I always had visions this would be quite a quiet place, quite small, but it's actually quite grand. Imagine that, coming here to get married and starting the day with a full English breakfast in the cafe. What could be better? Hands there. There's the original marriage room and the old blacksmith shop. We thought it would be nice to visit the Experience while we were there. It was £6.95 per adult to go in. We'll have a quick peek.
And with the strike of the hammer, we are wed. A life together lies ahead.
Here's the hammer and the anvil. The bellows for the fire there. No packed out pews, just a spellbound few witnessing the moment. We say, I do.
Read about the story.
After we'd had a look around the visitors centre, we then had a look around the shop. It's well worth a look around in there. It was really interesting. Not too bad a price either. Quite a lot to see and some stories to hear as well. We then perused the other shops which had clothes, food and various gifts and souvenirs. Eckelfecken tarts. They also had the Irving's cakes and biscuits. Used to love getting those when I used to visit the area. After we'd been to Gretna Green, we headed back to Hoddom Castle. We then celebrated with George and Rose for a drink for George's 70th, and then spent the evening with Rachel's dad and Sheila and the CV owners group. And we had a lovely evening with some more entertainment from Neil and Bri and Jim.
You never know.